August 14, 2026. Today's reading from Discovery. Faith sees beyond. Opening prayer. Father in heaven, fill my heart with love for you, my mind with thoughts of you, and align my will to yours so that I can bring you glory as I serve you with all that I am. Read Genesis chapter 33. Jacob meets Esau. Jacob looked up, and there was Esau, coming with his 400 men. So he divided the children among Leah, Rachel, and the 2 female servants. He put the female servants and their children in front, Leah and her children next, and Rachel and Joseph in the rear. He himself went on ahead and bowed down to the ground 7 times as he approached his brother. But Esau ran to meet Jacob and embraced him. He threw his arms around his neck and kissed him, and they wept. Then Esau looked up and saw the women and children. "Who are these with you?" he asked. Jacob answered, "They are the children God has graciously given your servant." Then the female servants and their children approached and bowed down. Next, Leah and her children came and bowed down. Last of all came Joseph and Rachel, and they too bowed down. Esau asked, "What's the meaning of all these flocks and herds I met?" "To find favor in your eyes, my lord," he said. But Esau said, "I already have plenty, my brother. Keep what you have for yourself." "No, please," said Jacob. "If I have found favor in your eyes, accept this gift from me. For to see your face is like seeing the face of God, now that you have received me favorably. Please accept the present that was brought to you. For God has been gracious to me, and I have all I need." And because Jacob insisted, Esau accepted it. Then Esau said, "Let us be on our way. I'll accompany you." But Jacob said to him, "My Lord knows that the children are tender, and that I must care for the ewes and cows that are nursing their young. If they are driven hard just one day, all the animals will die. So let my Lord go on ahead of his servant, while I move along slowly at the pace of the flocks and herds before me, and the pace of the children, until I come to my Lord in Seir." Esau said, "Then let me leave some of my men with you." "But why do that?" Jacob asked. "Just let me find favor in the eyes of my Lord." So that day Esau started on his way back to Seir. Jacob, however, went to Succoth, where he built a place for himself and made shelters for his livestock. That is why the place is called Succoth. After Jacob came from Padan Aram, he arrived safely at the city of Shechem in Canaan and camped within sight of the city. For 100 pieces of silver, he bought from the sons of Hamor, the father of Shechem, the plot of ground where he pitched his tent. There he set up an altar and called it El Elohe Israel. Reflect. Name anything that might distract you. Ask God to help you gather your scattered thoughts and focus on Him. Life can be confusing. Sometimes it is hard to make sense of things and decide on the best course of action. Take comfort from Jacob. On the one hand, he is still suspicious, probably with good reason, devious, deceptive, and perhaps self-serving. On the other hand, he feels guilty, wants to reconcile with Esau, and is prepared to make reparation for his earlier behavior, although it looks a little like a bribe. He acknowledges that God has provided for him. God remains at the center of his life. The exact meaning of El Elohe Israel is uncertain, but it firmly links Jacob or Israel with God. His use of his new name highlights the acceptance of his new calling and relationship with God. His building of an altar indicates to us that, although Jacob only owns a small portion of the land, he has faith for more. It reminds us of Abraham, who traveled through the land, promised but not yet owned, erecting altars as a mark of faith. Chapter 12, verses 7 through 8, and chapter 13, verses 4 and 18. Both men are mentioned in Hebrews chapter 11 as examples of faith, Against the odds, they believed God would keep his promise and come through. Having faith and being in God's plan does not require perfection, and that gives us hope. Apply. In what tangible ways do you express your faith in what God is able to do? Closing prayer. Lord Jesus, help me to stand firm on your promises. Help me make my life a testimony to your love and faithfulness in keeping your promises.